Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. Well, I've been shopping again, I won't lie. I have a bit of an addiction, I think, to tarot decks. I love the artwork and the connection I get with each deck. So I've got another deck here. I have a couple ideas on which deck it is, and I can't wait to see which one I actually have here. Unfortunately, it doesn't say in the post. Sometimes I get that and I'll be able to figure out who sent me what, but not on this deck. So your guess is as good as mine right now. Although you guys will probably know from the onset of the title, because I will have pictures, of course. Well, it's any ideas? Anybody? It's nicely boxed, at least. Sometimes they come in just bags, and it really concerns me that my deck may have been eared or the box has been marred in some way. So I have no idea. I know it's a deck and it has a white box. Let's see. Drum roll, please. Perfect. So this is called the King's Journey Tarot. When I ordered my Winter Wait Tarot from James Batterby in an Indiegogo campaign, I went to his website because it said he had other decks, and I found this one, The King's Journey. I wasn't sure if it was from James and his company because the address didn't come from England. Now James is from Ireland, so we didn't have the UK signature to it. So I do have it's not a very exciting back to the cards. I thought we may be looking at a bit of a different artwork, but we do have the King's Journey, the Christmas edition. Before Christmas this year, I did look for a Christmas edition of some sort, and for some reason James's deck didn't come up. So I was quite excited to see this deck. I had ordered his Winter Wait thinking that would be a good Christmas deck. And then I found this one. So now I have two, which is really exciting for me. So this is the Fool. It's a cute little connection to the Fool. I like it. It's fun. The Magician. The High Priestess. And I like how they have the Holy Ghost with her. That's very cool. The Empress. The Emperor. And that's a very unique way of dealing with the Hierophant. I like it. It's fun. The Lovers. Interesting. I like the lower self ego connection here. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Intriguing. We have a different connotation on blind justice. The Hanged Man. Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. It's a very unique way of dealing with the star. Usually she's pouring the energy. Here she's just holding it out. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. And the World. Looks like we have a couple new ones here. And I like it. I haven't read a lot on this. Actually, there's not a lot of information on the King's Journey here, but we do have an extra card. It's called the Soul. And this is another death card. It's a lot of fun when people start to use your creativity with the different tarot decks, with the different either pictures, or they add in extra cards like that. It is a little bit more fun and it keeps people on their toes. It's very easy to become complacent and just expect the same. And when we have those new cards, I'm not sure what their connotation is. I'm going to have to reflect on it, and I can do some research on it. But I also use my intuition when I'm reading the cards. I connect into knowledge and intuition, and I balance things out. So there's the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, 3, 4, the 5. And sometimes that's how the Five of Wands really does feel. You have that kind of your inner self beating you up. The Six of Wands, 7. And it almost feels like there's something written in here for me, like almost like Noel or something, and I could be wrong. It could be a trick of the eye. The 8, the 9, 10. We have the Princess of Wands opposed to the Page. The Knight of Wands, who kind of looks like he's falling off his horse. The Queen of Wands. And then the King. Alright, let's go on. Looks like we have coins opposed to pentacles. So we have the Ace of Coins, the Two of Coins, the Three of Coins, 4, kind of a bit of a mockery and replication of that original card drawn by Pamela Coleman Smith. He has one usually here, one here, and one over his head, and one at his feet. The 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, we go with the Princess, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. Now, I do enjoy, like I said, how we have different renditions. I've been enjoying the James's first deck, or the first deck I received, which was the Winter Waite, which was very much connected in to the original Rider-Waite. However, I like this a little bit better because it's a bit of a different rendition of the cards. The Winter Waite is very much just a kind of almost like a comical rendition of Rider-Waite. I really like how he brought in the Celtic anagram here in the Ace of Cups. It's beautiful. The 2, 3. Although I'm a little bit concerned, she's pregnant and she has a wine glass. A little bit concerning. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Still has the same feel as the 5 of Cups in the original card, but I enjoy this card a little bit more. It does have the bleakness, but it also has that new exciting adventure where you can take those next steps. The 6, that's a fun rendition of the 7 of Cups, the 7 deadly sins. The 8, very cool, I like that. 9, 10, it's a beautiful rendition of the 10. The Princess, we still have that crazy fish in the cup, fun, part of one of the reasons I love the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups, the Queen, and of course the King. Then we go on to the Ace, or the Swords, sorry. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords. It's a very cool difference with the Two of Swords. The 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's very unique. That's a very unique way, because sometimes it does really feel like you're trying to do something and you're getting nowhere. the 9, and of course the 10. The Princess, the Knight of Swords. I like this. You can really see the speed. The Knight of Swords is always going head on, regardless of what his brain is telling him. He's got that action phase going on. The Queen, and then the King. Now, when I did order this, I was aware that there's an extra suit. So James really took it to a new level with adding extra cards. Now, in the pagan world, there's usually 5 elements, and a lot of times the spirit element is considered in the major arcana. Here we actually have the spirit suit. So this is the Ace of Spirit, the 2 of Spirit, the 3, the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the Princess. That's a very cool knight. The only knight in this deck that doesn't have a horse. The Queen, the King. And then we have a Querent. So Querent is where you're looking at the person you're reading for. So you actually have a Querent card. Another rendition of the Lovers. Another rendition of the Chariot. That's an amazing card. And then a Happy Holidays card. This is a very fun deck. I enjoy the creativity in this already. From a card standpoint, we've got a very good flexible card. You want the flexibility so you can shuffle it easily. And you also have some great artwork. Not thrilled about the back. It's not that aesthetically exciting. However, I get it. It's supposed to look like a wreath on a door or a building. I'm getting nitpicky there, but I do enjoy this exciting difference in the deck. And difference to me is very good. I don't like just run-of-the-mill cards. They have to speak to me on different levels, and I think this one does an amazing job of it. So I can't wait to use it. You guys are going to probably have to wait till later in the year when I start to look at some of my seasonal and Christmas Yule style readings, because it will come out. The winter weight will come out as well. I'm looking for these seasonal decks. I'm looking for these fun decks that most people aren't going to see or connect in with on the everyday. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you found it a little bit fun and exciting, seeing decks that are just a little bit different and out of the ordinary. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There's so much more I'm bringing forward. You don't want to miss any of it. So the best way to stay connected is to hit that little red bell and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the insight and healing. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more and help me support the tarot community, I have a Patreon page, and you can support me through that. I have lots of tiers with many different perks. In some of my tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my friends.